France calling for the resignation of Francesca Albanese, the UN Special Rapporteur for the Palestinian territories, over anti-Semitic comments that she allegedly made targeting Israel. So tell us, what's the story behind this?
Well, Mark, on Wednesday, France's Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot told the French National Assembly that Francesca Albanese, the UN Special Rapporteur for the Palestinian territories, is, quote, targeting Israel as a people and as a nation. He's called for her resignation and said he'd be formally requesting her removal at the next session for the UN Human Rights Council. So how did this all begin? Well, the French Foreign Minister's decision came after a French MP by the name of Caroline Yadin demanded an explanation from him about comments that Albanese made at a conference recently in Qatar that she regarded as anti-Semitic. Now, Yadin alleged that the UN Special Rapporteur had called Israel the common enemy of humanity. And she took to X to post this photo of Francesca Albanese with that quote, with the caption that these anti-Semitic remarks made in Qatar are utterly indefensible. Now, this, coupled with pressure from other MPs in her party, is what triggered this response from France to formally push for the resignation of Francesca Albanese.
So talk us through exactly what Francesca Albanese is accused of saying at this conference, and give us the context as well, because that's very important, isn't it?
Well, the short version is that she doesn't say the phrase that she is accused of saying. Now, we saw there the accusation. She's accused of calling Israel the common enemy of humanity at a roundtable discussion in Qatar last Saturday, organised by Qatari media outlet Al Jazeera. Now, also present at this conference were other specialists and Middle Eastern politicians, including the Iranian foreign minister and a Hamas leader. Now, Albanese spoke by video conference, and she only spoke for about 4 minutes at the event. And to defend herself, she took to X to post the entirety of her speech online. And she posted this to that French MP, Caroline Yadin, saying that it seems that checking the source was deemed unnecessary. Now, we took the liberty of having a look at the controversial passage in question. Now, there's no evidence of the quote that she has been accused of saying by that French MP, but let's go through it together. Now, she starts by saying that in the fact, instead of stopping Israel, most of the world has armed, given it political shelter, economic and financial support. She also goes on to say that most of the media in the Western world has been amplifying what she calls pro-apartheid genocidal narrative. She also says that international law has been stabbed in the heart and the global community has never before seen the challenges that we face. But this is the part in question that is causing the controversy. Now, she says here, we who do not control large amounts of financial capitals, algorithms and weapons, we now see that we as a humanity have a common enemy. So she does use the phrase common enemy. But if you compare it to what she's being accused of saying, that Israel is the common enemy of humanity, that is not what she said at this speech.
So, Francesca Albanese actually spoke to us here at France 24, and she clarified, Vedika, didn't she? She actually clarified her wording.
Yes, we had Francesca Albanese with us here for an interview on our tête-à-tête programme hosted by Mark Palman, and she defended her position and clarified what she was saying there. Now, she called France's statement a manipulation of her words. She says that she was referring to the system is the common enemy of humanity, not Israel. But I think it's better to listen directly to the UN Special Rapporteur herself about what she meant.
Because I participated remotely, as you can see from the video, and I encourage everyone to watch and to listen to what I said. And I challenge everyone to find what I'm accused of saying, that Israel is the enemy of the humanity. I've never said that. I've said something very different. But of course, it's been manipulated so as to corroborate the defamation against me. What I've said is very different. And I was in a panel, not with Hamas leaders. This is yet again another distortion. I was invited by Al Jazeera to speak at a panel composed of jurists, including former prosecutors of the ICC, Fatou Bensouda, and I was honored to be among them, frankly. And what I said was, of course, commenting on the genocide and blaming not just Israel, but the system. It's the system that has armed the genocide, that has sheltered genocide from accountability.
Now, I just want to add here that despite Francesca Albanese clarifying her position, as we heard to us, the French Foreign Ministry is standing by its position that she must resign. The French Foreign Minister said her comments add to what he called a long list of scandalous positions. He accused her of justifying the attacks of 7th October in Israel, and he accused her of comparing Israel to the Third Reich.